Okay, greetings everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is Gerard, editor from Filipino Soul Magazine, aka S.G.I.B magazine. Stand for Soldiers Got Intention to Believe That. And everyone should be soldiering for something. Before I get to my video, let me give my children their Christmas gift. Okay, speak. I didn't say Helen. Okay, speak. Okay, there you go. Okay, take it outside. Helen, speak. 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 Come here. Speak. Come here. Speak. Say Merry Christmas. Speak. Here, you spoke. Take it and go. She's such a cat. Go. Take it outside. Okay, me, take your bone. Hey, okay, me. Take your bone outside. Take them outside. Okay. Of course, they switch bones. Okay, me drops hers. Helen picks it up. And then Okimi picks up Helen. And that's how it goes. Well, welcome to my home. It's Christmas 2020, and you know what I do each year? Each year, I get up in the morning and I knock out 100 rabbit push-ups if I could. I've been doing this probably for the past 30 years. And it is a way for me to gauge my own personal health. Let me open the drapes. I turned off the fans because of the humming noises. But while I'm up, these paintings you see on the wall here, these are from a painter named Al Green. And he was the partner, husband, of a dear friend of mine named Gerard, who is or was the manager at Why Not, which is a popular club in Dumaguete. It's open, they invite me to come down and come, but you know, I don't like driving at night. But anyway, let's get back to these. And I tell her husband now, she's recently had a baby. He's also a chef there at Why Not. I said, she may be your wife at home, but she's my Why Not wife here at Why Not. It's always funny. As you can see the theme here, because I love girls, the theme of most of these paintings are a theme about girls. And this one here is like a blotch test. They use to see what they say, what do you see in these blotches? So I got this because I started looking at it and I started seeing like these are body parts. This looks like a couple embracing. This looks like a couple laying down. This is also like another one of those common suture poses, this one up here. So as you see, the more you look at it, the more you kind of see different things in it. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of stories before I do my 100 push-up, 100 rabbit push-ups, or an attempt to do my 100 rabbit push-ups. I'm going to thank Mia and the girls for giving me a Christmas gift of rum. So, not to disappoint them and to let them know I'm drinking it, I wish I could It's Z-A-B-A-N-A. Zabanana 8. I'm such a poor reader, but it's okay. We'll start off with a couple of shots to get going. I want to explain to you about Christmas. Oh, before I get started, Merry Christmas. Before I get started, I know I'm a holy person, it's Christmas. You know, I posted a video about a girl who I asked her to have my baby. And I'm convinced she was raped. The reason why I said that, because I know this girl, and I know her sexual habits are not to have sex without condoms. And in fact, I was going to show you. You always keep condoms around. I got chocolate flavored. Yeah, but anyway. But I know that. You know, I know what type of girl she is. That's why when she came up pregnant, I knew that something was not right with her. But anyway, Christmas, I don't remember any Christmases when I was young. None. Except once when my aunt got us all Stingray bikes. I remember that. She bought about 6 of them. And I remember that one. But we all ended up having Stingray bikes. Stingray bikes are the ones with the big handlebars and banana seat like this. But for my daughters, you know, I had Christmas with them when I was living with them in Los Angeles. But when I separated, you know, or when Diane and I had decided to separate, mostly because at that time I was having my paychecks made out in her name, and I was battling addiction. I was about 1 year clean at this time, and I told her that, you know, I'm going to start having the checks made out into my name because I feel I'm strong enough, you know, I can fight the temptation of drugs. So Diana had made the decision. She says no. She says, if you stop having your checks made into my name, you have to go. So following the wisdom of the program, Narcotic Anonymous, you know, I had to be able to take care of myself, so I left. Woo! But I actually moved like right around the corner from them in the studio. You know, where my daughter saw me, you know, I had them every weekend or anytime they want to come over. In fact, Janelle, my youngest one, Diana had called me and said, Gerard, Janelle's missing. I said, what do you mean Janelle's missing? She said, we can't find her. I said, what do you mean you can't find my daughter? Where were you? Why weren't you watching them like this? So she said, we went looking. And the post office was between our two homes. So the post office had found Janelle, because Janelle was walking, and they asked her where she was going, and she said, I'm going to my daddy's house. Oh my God, so precious. So that's what happened, you know, one of the incidents. So I know the fear. I know the helplessness of losing a child or thinking you lost a child. So I experienced that in my life. I wouldn't want to experience it again. So anyway, when, make a long story short, when I separated and I moved to New York, I have decided that I wasn't going to put the burden on them to have to send me birthday presents, Father's Day gift, or Christmas presents. So I decided to just tell them I was Muslim and I didn't believe in the holidays, which worked fine because, you know, I just didn't want, I wanted to make their lives as easy as possible, as uncomplicated as possible. And in my mind, that was the way of doing it, was letting them know that I was Muslim and we don't believe in nothing. So in other words, you don't have to send nothing to me. Your mother doesn't have to fake you know, she's already getting money. You know, she's already taken care of. I used to pay up to $1,000 a month child support. So anyway, so she was taken care of. But I know even for myself, you know, when Father's Day come and not having a Father's Day card or something like that would have been traumatic for me. You know, on my birthday and not getting a happy birthday, Dad, you know, would have been traumatic to me. So it wasn't so much for protecting them as it was also for protecting myself. You know, so it was just easier that way. So Christmas is, you know, I've often spent them alone by myself. Like I plan to do today, spend it alone by myself. So anyway, so what else I wanted to tell you? I tell you Christmas, but I got water. I don't know for how long it's going to be on. It was off all day yesterday, and I have not had none for 5 days. And I don't know how long it's going to be on now. You know, so I unplugged it, so hopefully that will, you know, preserve some of the water. For some reason or other, the owner just can't get it fixed, which is very frustrating. You know, so I got the Jeep back, which was also another blessing. I had to borrow money to get the Jeep. You know, it's funny. People just automatically assume that because you're a foreigner, you have money, and that's not true. We run out of money too, or at least I do. You know, it's amazing because I watch a lot of foreigners here. You know, and they are buying bars and you're buying houses and property. You know, but it never ceased to amaze me how some people can have so much money. Even in the States for Christmas. Where did this money come from buying all those gifts? And I could never understand why people wanted to start a new year in debt. You know, I just couldn't understand that. But, you know, God bless them if they're able to do it. I know I never can. Maybe if I do have a family, maybe I'll be more conservative in my spending, where I would be able to, to do that. You know, and I thought I was going to be rescued by the COVID package that was going to be, you know, approved and before Christmas, and everybody get these checks. And lo and behold, you know, our dear President Trump decided, oh yeah, I'm going to screw the whole country. He did, he decided he's not going to sign it. He decided that he wants to give everybody 2,000, you know, and so and then he said, no, I'm not signing it, and jumped on his helicopter and went to Florida to play golf, just to put the final period behind, I'm not going to do it. You know, he went golfing. So what I want to do is I'm going to pause it here, and then I'm going to rearrange the setup so you can see another wall of my home. Okay, this is Gerard, Chief of Filipino Soul Magazine. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always force them up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good to help you too. You know, it's funny, I was doing a video about the slogans that I use for myself. You know, P.B.G, Mr. Vegas to some, representing the purple one, the Continental, the Prince of Wannabes. And although I told you that the reason I call myself the Prince of Wannabes is because I've always helped people. You know, if someone needed some help or if someone wanted to, you know, a connection to help them take them to the next level, I would be there for them, you know, because that's what Bonnie would have done. Bonnie Hilton Sweeney, who was the founder of the Pre-Grammy Party and a close confidant and manager of The Godfather Soul, Mr. James Brown, and editor of his magazine called The Truth. So, so that's what I often do. I help people, you know, and I've done so many people that, you know, I think my getting a Jeep for free, you know, thanks to Jasmine and her husband, because they weren't using it and he's out of the country. It's just another way how the angels around me are blessing me. You know, so anyway, so the Prince of Wannabes, where I got that slogan from, are you ready? Drum roll. I got it from Charles Manson. Charles Manson, who was a notorious serial killer. I don't know if you call him a serial killer, mass murderer. I guess he killed Sharon Tate, the actress, Roman Polanski's wife, Folgers, some woman named Folgers who was the heir to the Folgers coffee empire, and a number of other people. And I was watching him doing an interview from prison with Gerardo Rivera. And he told Gerardo, he says, "I'm the Prince of Wannabes." And I said, wow, so am I. Okay, so just hold on and let me rearrange this place and I'll be right back sharing my Christmas with you. Okay, welcome back. As you see again, the pictures still carry the theme of girls. I just love girls. This one here is one of a mother holding a child and another child here. And I guess she's fanning herself. I feel that's a very Filipino kind of shot. Okay, as we get ready for my showdown and birthday gift to me about my 100 push-ups, I thought maybe I'd share a couple more things with you. You know, this last year, my New Year's resolution, I did not accomplish. One of the first times in a long time I did not. My New Year's resolution was to create a page or to acknowledge all of my G angels. G angels are the ones who came to me in my moment of need, my moment of need. Let's leave it at that. Like the story. It was this girl. She was from Portland, Oregon. Her name was Angel, as a matter of fact. Imagine that. Her name was Angel. And her and I got to know each other on the internet. And I told her I was coming to Portland, one of those type of things. And it was during the winter time, so I had a 2016 Ford Fusion. And I drove it from, where did I leave from? Vegas? I think I left from Vegas? Yeah, Vegas to Portland, Oregon. And let me tell you, driving by myself, driving through some of the wooded area, the snow, not only was it dangerous, but it was kind of like, scary. You know, I'm such a wimp. I mean, I'm glad I cast two shadows. One I'm scared of, the other shadow saying, "It's okay, Gerard, it's okay, Gerard." Because, I get spooked very easily, So, I get in Portland. And I had made arrangements to stay with my sister-in-law. And so when I got to Portland, I'm texting her. and she's not returning my calls, returning my texts. So I'm like, I have nowhere to go. It's snow, it's cold, and I'm stuck here, you know. So I text my G angel in Portland, and she says the only address I had was the address of the house that I lived in with my family at the time, who later became available to buy, and I gave her the down payment to buy the house. So again, my taking care of this. The children may not know that, because I doubt if she passed any of this information on to them. So I went to the address, 220 Watts Avenue in Portland, Oregon. And I'm sitting there, and I have nowhere to go. No one's answering my call. Everybody is ignoring me, and I'm in my car in the cold. So my G angel texted me back, and she said, "Gerard, come to me." And when I saw that, she said, "Come to me," I said, "Oh my God." I said, "Thank you, God." Oh my God. So I came and I also was supposed to meet Manasseh, who Pam, or Sunshine Daydream, as she liked to be called. And she wasn't answering my calls either. She was in Vancouver, Washington. So I meet Angel. Angel gets in the car. She's living in a halfway house. She said, "Gerard, I would bring you inside, but I live in a halfway house. I can't bring you in." I said, "It's okay, Angel. It's okay. Just seeing some love and feeling some love is all I really need right now." So I took her out. We had a drink, and we talked and laughed, and she had to go in because she had a curfew. So I said, "It's okay, Angel. I'll see you tomorrow." And I did. I saw her the next day. We went around. She took me to a few places. And what happened was that, "Helen, get away from that. Come here. Helen, come." She's like a cat. She's never gonna come. Only when she wants to. And so I ended up staying in the garage of the VA building until my youngest daughter texted me. She said, "Where are you?" She says, "I'm in the cold. Nobody's answering the phone." And Janelle hopped on a plane and came to Portland and put me up in a hotel for a week, and it was nice. And I wanted to see Gianna and the mother of my kids, and they didn't want to see me. Come to find out that they had a meeting, a sit down, to decide if Diana and Gianna should see me. And Gianna said no. And as a result, Diana, not being of our own free will, decided not to see me at all. Told her when she wants to. So I was grateful for that one G Angel, who we ended up having. We went to meetings. She took me around, showed me some of the mountains, and we had a nice time together. Okay, so without further ado, let me do my last scene change, because you saw one wall, two wall, you see this wall, and then I will knock out my 100 push-ups for my Christmas gift to me. So, and that's good. So hang on a second. Let me do one more scene change. Okay. These you know about. Bert Sugar and myself, who is a boxing promoter. Otis Williams, right here, the founder of the Temptations. Myself and the Godfather Soul, Mr. James Brown. Hey! I started to want it to pass in the internet that every time you say his name, you add hey! Because that was his thing. That's myself with Reverend Dr. Al Sharpton and a picture of Michael Jackson that I was the only photographer allowed in his office, and his inner office, when Michael Jackson went to him for help with Sony Records, who were trying to steal the Beatles catalog from him by not promoting his latest project the way Michael has been known to have his projects promoted. They think Sony dragged its feet, you know, to keep from it being a successful album, which later put him in a bind because he knew he could not be able to make the payments. And at that time, some Arab sheik rescued Michael and flew him to the Middle East somewhere and paid his debts and all this stuff like this, or what have you. It wasn't soon after that they decided, get this guy. I guess Michael was a little bit too much for the Middle East because they asked him to leave. This is my shot here of I Can't Breathe with a number of Filipino girls wearing the face masks with I Can't Breathe on it. This is one of my shots of Prince, one of the only times I photographed him. I was glad to get that shot. This is a shot here of Janet Jackson, Mr. Brown, Michael Jackson, Al Sharpton, and Frank McRae, who was Mr. Brown's road manager and one of his something-somethings for the night. I got a story about him. So this is myself with Muhammad Ali, and this is one of the covers of the magazine. Let me tell you a story about Frank. There was, and these are paintings, as you can see, girls. I was photographing Mr. Brown, and we were photographing in Los Angeles, and I think it was at the Palladium or something like that. And underneath the stage, it had a tunnel that ran from one side to the next. So this was the only time Mr. Brown's wife, Athea, ever performed on stage with him. And I'm getting shots of this. This was very, very, rare footage or imagery of that particular performance. I also got some good shots of Danny McRae. If you don't know who Danny McRae is the one who puts the cloak over Mr. Brown and has been doing it for years. And I was going into the tunnel, and one of the staff from the venue said, "You can't take pictures in here." I said, "Oh, it's okay. I'm with Mr. Brown. It's okay. It's okay." So I go and I take pictures to come the other side. And when I came through again, he came at me and tried to grab my camera. And I grabbed him. I put him on the floor. I said, "Don't do that. Don't do that." So now to take my camera away from me. And Frank came and said, "What's the problem? What's the problem?" Mind you, Mr. Brown is up on top performing, and I'm under the tunnel, and I'm fighting with the staff. I said, "Frank, he's trying to take my camera. Take the film." He said, "Give it to him." I said, "Frank, what are you talking about?" He says, "Give them the film." Hold on. I said, "Frank, but I got shots of being performing." He says, "Give them the film." So I opened up the back of the camera, and I exposed the film, and I gave it to him. Okay, so anyway, that night Frank and I ended up in a motel with a girl. And we were freebasing. I went to the store, and when I came back, Frank had almost smoked it all. I was kind of upset. But anyway, we are both doing this girl. And so I go home, and about a week later, I hear Diana, Gerard, get in here. And I came in, I said, what's wrong? And she showed me that all on her pubic hair, she had crabs all over. I mean, it was like that. I said, "God damn, Frank McRae." So it was one of those things. Okay, so I don't know how much footage I have, and I've been procrastinating my Christmas gift to me. So let me go on and try to knock it out. 100 rabbit push-ups. And in case I'm too tired to say it afterwards, remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect others, pull so up. And sometimes you only want to see a vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, formerly singer of The Temptation One Son, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make me feel like a king. Okay, 100 without stopping. Merry Christmas, Gerard. I'm gonna give up and call this other fault. Get out of here before you guys knock over my camera. Get out! Out! Go! I don't want to see you! Okay. 31, 34, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 43, 4, 45, 6, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 67. 67. Wow. 67. Okay. You win. You win. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. What are you doing? What are you doing? I say, by default, I couldn't do it. Come here. Hey, get off my glass. I'll talk to you later, Pete.